All right, welcome to Earth 513, and this is a special session with one player. It's going to be a one character focus on Gwenpool. So before we start, we had decided that our Gwenpool was called Gwendoline, and she's a little bit different from the comics. Flo, before we start, why don't you tell us a little about Gwendoline? Where is she from? What's her story?
She's from France, like you can hear with my accent. And she's from Earth. I don't remember the number.
Yeah. Sorry, I should precise. Yeah. For now, you're from our Earth, from normal Earth.
Yeah.
So what part of the world are you from? I should have said that.
So I'm from France, and especially Bordeaux.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
And yeah, so I think she really wants to be part of the team of Marvel.
Cool. So we'll start the game. What I'm going to start with. So let's picture for a moment that your character, Gwendoline, is from our Earth. So normal, quote unquote, Earth. And
normal one.
Yeah. So she doesn't have any powers. She's a regular girl who's really into Marvel, right? She's basically you, right?
Yeah.
So where would she be right now in the world? What would she be doing? Describe the room, describe where she is, what she's doing.
She's currently at school and in a classroom, and she's doing some stuff for herself, like a bit crazy. Like she's trying to do stuff, and yeah, basically.
Cool.
She's a bit like not alone, but outcast, I could say.
Oh, she's an outcast. Okay.
Yeah.
So she's doing her own thing.
She's a bit different.
Yeah. So what does she do in her spare time? What does she do for fun?
She's like reading and making clothes for herself.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
She's making her own clothes.
Nice.
And she's like to discover the world.
Nice. That's really cool. Well, that's good news for her, but spoilers. Okay. Well, yeah, that's a really cool way to introduce her. So thanks. And what was I going to say? Yeah, we're going to dive into the action very slowly. But yeah, so she's doing her thing. She's reading her books. She's in the library. And what time of day is it?
It's 5:30.
5:30. In the morning or PM? PM. Okay.
Sorry. No, it's too early. 5:30 a.m.
Oh yeah, sorry. I remember what I was going to ask you. In the comics, she's about 19. How old would you like her to be?
Maybe just a little bit older, like 21.
21. Okay.
Yeah, like that she can drink alcohol.
So she can drink alcohol. Yeah, fair. And 21, so also in the United States.
Yeah. Well, in France also.
Yeah.
She can from 19, but anyway, just to be sure.
Yeah,
all around
sure.
the world.
All over the world she can drink.
She can do it.
Convenient. Okay. And great. Okay. So I guess that would mean she's in university, right?
Yeah.
At 21 in France?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why she allowed to making experience in a classroom on herself.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So 5:30 p.m. probably at least the main classes are done. There might be some evening classes that are starting. She's in the library, you said, right?
She's in a classroom.
Oh, she's in the classroom. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. That was last session. I got
chemical one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's doing some lab experiments.
Yeah.
Are there other students in the room? Are there teachers or anything?
No, she's by herself.
She's alone.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But she's
that makes my job
loving
easier.
that. Yeah. She's loving that. Like she's loved to be with some other people, but she's also like to be on herself.
Great. And what kind of experiments is she doing?
That's a good question right now.
She's mixing some liquids.
She's like, yeah. Good. Like, I don't know. At this moment, like, I need to think about it.
No, that's okay. We're going to imagine that she's doing some typical, mixing liquids and having fun or whatever. Doesn't really matter. It was just so that I had an idea. Okay. And so she's doing that. And suddenly she has this weird feeling.
Roxacoola.
Okay? Not commercial.
No, that's okay.
Yeah. So she has this weird feeling. She feels a little bit drowsy, a little bit uncomfortable, you know? So what would this kind of character do if she was feeling woozy, uncomfortable? Would she sit down? Would she kind of go to the restroom? What would she do?
She's going to the window, look out outside.
Great. Okay. The reason I ask these questions, by the way, and this is for Flo and also for people listening, especially new players, is it can help us kind of picture who the character is. So now we already have a bit of a sense that this character is someone who's a bit of a loner, you know, but she likes to experiment things. She likes to play and you know, test her intellect. And she doesn't mind being alone. So those are a few things that I got based on what you told me. But when you play the character, you can decide a bunch of other stuff. So I guess one other question, and I should have started with this, I always forget to ask this. What is she wearing? Especially for the people at home, people that are listening to the podcast, it can help them picture what she looks like.
Is that like normal clothes right now? Or?
Yeah, it would be normal clothes because...
It would be normal clothes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I could say a short and a crop top. So do I have to say the color or?
You can.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
Typically, Gwenpool wears a lot of pink, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to.
A lot of pink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Typically. But you don't have to.
Yeah, that's fair. Like we can say to change. Like she can have a pink short and a white crop top.
Great. And does she have like the blonde hair with the pink in it, or do you want to do it different?
Yeah, we could say like she have like blonde hair and pink only at the bottom of the hair, you know?
Perfect.
Like
great. So
kind
we're
of
actually
different.
staying pretty close to the source material, and that's perfect. But you could have also changed it if you wanted to.
Okay.
So that's perfect. Okay. So now we have a visual. So we have Gwenpool. She's in the lab. She's feeling a bit nauseous. She went to the window to kind of, you know, feel a little bit better. And out of nowhere, there's this big bright light that starts happening behind her. Okay, so now you're facing towards the window, so you don't see it. But you know when there's a bright light behind you, it kind of, there's like this white kind of around behind your eyes, and you can kind of see it, but you're not seeing it yet. What do you do? Or how are you feeling? I guess I should start with that.
Uncomfortable and don't really know what's happening. So just close my eyes at the beginning and then like expect it's past. Like
interesting. No, that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so she closes her eyes for a minute. She's feeling a little bit weird. And maybe she doesn't know. Maybe she thinks it's a migraine, you know. In the real world, we're probably not assuming there's some big evil thing happening, right?
Yeah.
So maybe she's just, you know, closing her eyes thinking she has a migraine, but she's not feeling good. And it doesn't feel like a migraine. It feels a little bit weird, a little unexpected. She's never really felt like that. So she's feeling uneasy, possibly. And yeah. And then she hears this voice. And it's this deep voice. And all it says is, "Gwendolyn, wake up." And you open your eyes and you see this.
Oh, wow. Is that Doctor Strange?
Yeah, let me tell you what you see in front of you.
I've seen like a battle.
Yeah, and this is straight from a comic, by the way. So,
Yeah, okay.
You
I
see-
don't recognize everyone, but
yeah, so I'll give you a quick introduction.
okay.
But actually, you know what? I shouldn't have said that because really, this is your story.
This
So
is
there's
my
no one
story.
to tell you who these people are. But you mentioned Doctor Strange, right?
Yeah.
And so I guess think of yourself as a normal human for a moment. You see this, okay? And you were in the library a moment ago, and now you're here, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm going to describe what you see, especially for those that are listening, because some people on the podcast won't see this. So the picture that I just showed her, you have Gwendolyn, who's almost similarly dressed to what you described, but instead of shorts, she's wearing jeans.
Yeah.
But, you know, pretty similar to what you described. She's in front of this big store that says Big Ronnie's Custom, you know, costumes, okay? I'll say that. You're in front of a store for costumes. And in front of you, you just hear, well, all around you hear a lot of chaos. You hear a lot of loud noises and explosions and all that stuff. And all you can see is what you can assume to be a bunch of superheroes running in front of you or running to something. And one of them is Doctor Strange, because you recognize it as Doctor Strange. So that means it's Doctor Strange.
Yeah, it's Doctor Strange. And I think the other one is like... it's not Captain America. I don't remember the name. But it's the new Captain America right now.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell you something for you and for the viewers and listeners. What's fun about Gwenpool, and we're going to learn more about her. For those that don't know her, it's absolutely okay, but you can check out The Unbelievable Gwenpool. I believe that was the name of her series, which is really good. But for those that don't know her, you're right. She's a little bit like Deadpool in that she breaks the fourth wall and she kind of talks about comics while living in comics, right? So as you use this character, there are a bunch of moments when you're going to see things and be like, oh yeah, I saw that in the movie, or I saw that in the comic. As your character, you can actually say that.
Yeah.
People will probably think you're crazy because for them, it's their real world. But you can also sometimes use that for your advantage. We're going to talk about that more as we evolve in the story. But I wanted you to experience this kind of as a normal person. And yeah, so your first reflex is, that looks like Doctor Strange. That looks like Captain America.
What's happening here? Like...
Right? But also, totally up to you how do you react. But imagine for a moment that you're in a school doing your normal thing. You close your eyes and you open them and you're in the middle of what you probably can guess is New York City because you can see the buildings. You've probably seen them before. Has she been to New York before?
Yeah, once.
Okay, so she's been to New York. It looks like New York, but it also looks a little bit different. You know, even from where you're standing, you can see a really tall building with a big 4 on it, for example. Oh no, don't know what that is. But
could imagine.
You know, not typically in New York. And you're seeing literal superheroes, right? Maybe you didn't see any magical powers yet or anything, so you could still think there are people wearing costumes. I don't know. What do you...
It's a carnival show.
Sorry?
It's a carnival show.
So yeah, so if you see this...
It's a Comic-Con.
How do you react? What are you thinking? And what do you do?
I think, like, I'd be stunned. Just wanting to running away. I don't know. Like, just hiding to see what's happening in there.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit scared, but also really curious.
Like, I like the word curious.
Yeah, I think it's a really attractive world.
Yeah.
Sorry for my accent, guys. You
have no reason to apologize.
And yeah, I'm in front of the store, so I think I would just hiding in there, just behind the glass, and just watching what's happening outside.
I like that you said that, and I'll tell you why in just 1 minute. I'm just opening a sheet to make sure that I'm following the story. By the way, you can also follow along by taking notes if you notice anything important that you want to remember. Because maybe now you don't need it, but maybe in the future you're going to want to need any details. Like, I'll give you a hint. There was that strange voice that told you to wake up. Who is this person? What do they want? So if you write it down, maybe in a few sessions, that'll be relevant, for example.
Okay. Thanks for the tips. So I need to write, I heard a voice at the beginning of the story.
You can write it any way you want.
Okay.
So for Flo and for people listening, the reason I'm doing this is because Flo is new to D&D, as am I in many ways. And for those that play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons, you'll know that some small details that might not seem important at first might be really important in the future. For example, spoilers, this isn't the case in this moment, but maybe every character we're seeing there, it's important for you to know who they are. Maybe not, right? So sometimes some people take a bunch of notes and they end up being useless, and other times they end up being really important. So I'm only telling you this because when the game evolves, I'm not going to give you these hints anymore. Okay, so. All right.
Okay, but I really want to know who's the other people in front of me.
Is that okay? This is another important part of the game. Are you asking this as a character or more as Flo because you're curious?
The boss. Actually, both.
Okay.
But Gwenpool should know because
Gwenpool has the same knowledge as you. That's
okay,
the thing.
so she doesn't know right now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
she
I'm not
knows
telling you.
like 2 characters on 4 we can see. Oh no, I can recognize another one. I'm not sure I know the name in English.
That's
like
okay.
The no, how is that? It's one of the 4 Fantastic Four. But I don't know the name in English. I think
That's
it's
okay.
the no.
We'll leave it open. We'll leave it open.
Okay.
The only reason I'm not telling you is because, I don't want to give you too much knowledge.
Okay.
Because
too much.
Your character in particular can use all that knowledge in the game.
Yeah.
So if I give you too much, especially my super nerdy comic knowledge, you'll have too much power. So I want you to only know what you know as Flo and as Gwenpool.
Okay, so what I really need to do after the show is just read all the comics,
Wikipedia.
or just like at least read the Gwenpool comics book.
Totally up to you. All I'll say is it's a big part of your power. Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is always power.
There you go. All right.
But I need to remember the face of the heroes. But
that's okay. So you go into the store.
Yeah, I'm running into the store.
Yeah,
like,
sorry. You don't calmly go into the store. You're running into the
I'm
store.
not walking,
your life's
like everything is normal. Like I just jump into the store. Like
what is going on?
What I'm doing here? What's happening?
Perfect. And so you get to meet Big Ronnie, who is the store owner. Ta-da!
That's it, Big Ronnie?
That's Big Ronnie. So
I thought he was a guy. Why big?
I don't know. Actually, that's a good question. Let me double check.
But she's
that's Big Ronnie.
Doesn't seem like really friendly.
Yeah, that's a good guess. So you walk into the store, and how are you feeling as you walk into the store? Just so I can set the stage.
Confused. I think it's the big word. Like confused about everything happening. Like I was quiet in my classroom, and a second after I'm in another world with other people who should exist only in the books or movies. And I don't know what I'm doing here and what's happening. So yeah, I'm a bit confused.
Totally fair. Yeah, that's a pretty fair statement. Okay. I think that's what most humans would do. And so you go into the store and you're a little bit panicked, right?
Yeah.
And you hear this voice, and I'm not going to do the accent, even though I'm Asian, but I still won't do the accent. But she's an Asian woman. And so she yells at you and she's like, "Who are you? What are you doing here?"
To me, she said that? Okay. Yeah. And I say, "What are you doing here, you?"
Well, I work here. You know, I don't care what happens out there. I still need to sell my costumes.
Okay, I want one costume.
You want a costume?
I want a costume, yeah.
Why do you want a costume?
Because, I don't know, this is a... how do you say bande dessinée?
Oh, comic book.
Yeah, this is a comic book in the real world, so I want to be part of it.
So she looks at you with these really big eyes and goes, honey, are you okay?
I'm not sure.
She's like, She still looks a little grumpy, but she's like, okay, you probably hit your head. Why don't you come back here? So she asks you to come behind the counter.
Okay.
And by the way, As you're walking towards the counter, just so I can paint an image for you, you see around you that there's a bunch of different costumes, okay? Some of the costumes you recognize, like one of them is kind of a red auburn color, has a helmet with horns, and there's DD written on it. Can you guess who that is?
Is it DD on it?
Letter D and letter D.
Uh,
And there's a helmet with horns on it.
yeah, but it should be Thor. No.
No.
With D. What? Let me think.
A D, yeah.
A
It's
D.
okay if you don't know. I'm just throwing things at you.
I think I know, but just like my memory is empty right now.
No, that's okay. So there's various costumes around the room. Some you might recognize from the comics, some that you don't. Okay. And she's...
Oh yeah, it's Loki, right?
No.
But D&D, like, who's D&D?
Daredevil.
Hmm?
Daredevil.
Ah, Daredevil. Okay. Oh yeah. Well, okay. I was so far away.
No, it's okay. But it was just to say that some of them you recognize and some you don't. So
Yeah.
at least for now, you're not sure if she's legit, you know?
Okay.
Does she actually make costumes for superheroes? Are these just regular costumes? You can't really tell. But the Daredevil one looks kind of realistic.
Okay.
And you can see as you're kind of slowly walking awkwardly towards her, there's this poster and it says stuff like, "Thanks, Ronnie. I really liked my costume."
Okay.
Or like, "Spidey loves this costume." But you don't really know, you know, are these real?
But it means like Ronnie knows who are the superhero in the real life.
Maybe. Or maybe
Okay.
she made it up. Hard to know.
That's interesting. Okay.
So I'm just telling, yeah, so you're seeing that. There's some mannequins, there's some, you know, helmets on shelves, that kind of stuff. And you rush behind the counter, okay?
Okay.
She installs you in a chair. She has this like wet towel. You know, she's being a mom. She's putting this wet towel on your forehead. She's giving you a bottle of water. And she's like, "Honey, just drink that, okay?" What do you do?
Well, I thank her first. I think it's the best thing to do. And just ask her what's happening outside. Does she know who's the people and who's they fighting?
Mm-hmm. She's like, I don't pay attention to the superhero stuff. You know, I try to get out of it, but I heard on the news this morning there's something about an alien invasion again.
Again? Okay.
Yeah, it's just keeps happening, you know, and they're supposed to be heroes. They're supposed to be helping us, but I feel like they're destroying more property than anything else. The other day, the store in front of me got destroyed. I'm like, if this store just gets destroyed, I don't even know if insurance covers this. So I try to just not get involved, and I try to avoid it, try not to get mixed in.
But does superhero exist in this world?
I mean,
Superhero doesn't exist, right? Normally.
well, I guess depends what you call superheroes. I definitely wouldn't call them heroes, that's for sure. But, you know, people with powers that, you know, they do whatever they do to stop the aliens and all that stuff, you know?
Even aliens doesn't exist in a real world. What is this world? And
I mean, yeah, I know people have been denying it and stuff, but I mean, it was pretty obvious last year when the aliens came down and started destroying stuff. Where do you live?
they exist only in a movie. Like, I live in New York.
You live in New York?
Like, I've been in New York and in France.
And you
where I
haven't
come
seen
from,
the aliens?
and never seen aliens.
Were you here last year?
No.
You didn't hear in the news?
No.
News must go to France about alien invasions?
But they didn't have alien invasion. Like, are you sure you're okay?
Honey, I think... Okay, let's just... So she gets out an iPad and she goes on YouTube.
I would show you.
She goes on
I'll show
YouTube
you.
and you can see that scene, which is pretty much the scene from the Avengers
from,
movie.
Avengers? Okay.
Where you see all these aliens just crashing into buildings and
Is
stuff.
that Captain America?
Yeah, he's so hot.
Oh, he's so hot. Yeah. I like Thor.
Oh, so you do know Thor.
Yeah, I do know Thor, but it doesn't exist in a real life. But in my world, is all these heroes are superheroes and they exist only in comics books and movies.
Uh-huh.
And I've heard about this invasion alien, but I already know the end of the story because it was in a movie.
Okay, honey. So she just
it's a dream.
she just like adds more water into your glass, and then she just kind of slowly walks away. And then she kind of like she goes a little bit further away. What do you do?
What are you so afraid of?
Oh, I'm not afraid of anything. Just concerned.
Okay.
And you can see she's like walking a little bit further, and she's like, I just need to call someone, okay?
Who do you want to call?
And at this point, she's like not listening to you. She's like,
Oh.
and she's like, Maria, we have another one. Can you
We have
send someone over? I'm a little concerned.
We have another one.
What do you
Those are
do?
crazy people. I think I'm starting to be frightening and walk away or running away from the store.
Okay.
Just like, okay, I need to go somewhere where I can see my world or something. No, you don't want me to do that?
Oh, no, you can actually do that.
Okay.
You can totally do whatever you want. That's the point.
Okay. So, yeah, I think I don't trust this girl who tell me, like, alien exist and heroes exist with powers. Like, it's completely crazy. So,
Yeah.
I'm just like, maybe, can I just take a costume on the...
I mean, you can.
Okay, so...
What costume would you like to take?
Mine. There's,
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I just
Okay.
like seeing a costume like seems like the color I really love, like white and pink, and just take it.
I kind of
And-
like that.
Yeah, and just running away, far away from the store.
So in our story, this is going to skip us ahead a few steps, but that's great. So in
Okay.
our story, our Gwen just decided to take a random costume on the shelf. So it was probably just a random costume she was probably making for somebody else.
Okay. Yeah, maybe.
And you took it.
I took it.
And so for the folks watching on YouTube, I'll put a little image of what Gwenpool looks like for those that don't know what she looks like. But for Spotify or the podcast, I'll describe it. So the Gwenpool costume, like you said, has lots of pink, lots of white. She kind of looks like a ninja in a way. But for now, you don't have any weapons. You're just in a very skin-tight costume.
I like it.
And yeah. And so you're running out. Did you put
I'm
the
ready.
costume before you ran out, or are you holding it in your hands?
No, I'm holding in my hands.
Yeah,
No
good
time
call,
for
because
that.
she's calling someone.
Yeah, no time for that.
She's like,
I don't
Maria,
know.
she even
Maybe-
took a costume.
yeah.
What is this?
Maybe she wants to lock me in somewhere. Like, I don't trust this guy. This
Yeah.
girl. Like,
So she's like running after you because you basically took a costume, and for all you know, it was very expensive. We don't know.
and I can say, I paid it. I paid it later. That's so hard to say. I paid it later.
Yeah. So she's like really angry, but then also the moment she steps outside, she sees something that you don't see yet because you're looking at her, maybe trying to run away. So she sees something and she's like, ugh. And she looks both scared, but also kind of like somebody who would live in this kind of world. She's like, I'm so done with it, you know? So she just closes the door. She puts like closed sign. She like blocks with those, like metal
Yeah.
things. She closes everything up. So you're pretty lucky. You got the costume before she closed down.
I like it.
But you might be mildly concerned about this person she called. We don't know
Yeah,
who.
okay.
but-
So I need to write it down, right?
So she called them Maria, and she said, there's another one.
Another one what? That's
You-
the question.
Yeah, we don't know. Just another one. And so you're running outside.
Mm-hmm.
But you quickly see what she was seeing. And I'll tell you what that is.
Oh my gosh.
You can hear two voices arguing, okay, as you're running out. And strangely, you kind of recognize the voices,
Okay.
okay? They're two men, and
Interesting.
they're yelling at each other.
Stop yelling.
And one's basically calling the other one like a silly magician, and the other one's like, your dumb mustache and everything. And yeah, they're just insulting each other. And you hear like this, Okay?
What is that?
You'll see. And you see
It seems like a
this.
shotgun. Oh, right. Oh, I like it.
So
I want to be in this movie.
so yeah. So
So they're yelling at each other. Okay.
they're
why
having
not?
this big argument.
Like, I think Iron Man is arguing with everyone around him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So he's saying that the magician, has a silly mustache, and he's saying, you have the same freaking silly mustache, and you're being so cocky, and blah, blah, blah. And they're insulting each other. But for those that are listening on the podcast, it's none other than Iron Man and Doctor Strange. And they're...
Pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, man.
And Doctor Strange is using some magic, and Iron Man is using, like, his propulsor blast to, like, push back. There's, like, a bunch of rocks and stuff heading towards them, and actually you. And so they're using it to stop that stuff, and they don't even notice you. They're focused on this. And as you look where they're looking, you can see there's this big disc in the sky. And in one split second, you go, oh man, Ronnie was right about those aliens.
Maybe I should believe her.
Yeah. And then it's like this weird, like, kind of the air's getting sucked into the ship, but also it blows out. And so there's all this destruction happening on the street below. And there's a lot of rubble, lots of rocks. And actually, there's one rock that's... I'm going to roll a dice just to see if it hits you.
Okay.
Because you're right in the middle of the action. So I'm just going to do a quick...
I'm okay to be saved by one of them.
But they didn't see you yet.
Yeah, I know.
So, let's see. Okay, so you're lucky. The rock misses you.
Okay.
But probably that's a little bit concerning. So what do you do next?
Seriously, at this point, just really don't know what's happening. Just feeling I'm jumped in the movie. I used to watch, so maybe it depends. She's really brave and curious, so I think she's just hiding behind a car just to see what's happening next between the aliens, and Doctor Strange and Iron Man.
Yeah, no worries. That's
I think
perfect.
she could take this time to change herself.
Okay, so she gets in costume.
Yeah, she's getting
Smart, because in this world you always want to hide your identity.
Yeah, just to pretend she's a hero too.
Yeah. So she's behind a car, and
I'm behind a car.
maybe there's a stranger that's walking by and just sees this random girl like getting naked and putting on a costume.
I think they don't, because there is too much mess around here. So I don't think there is a random people just walking around. But maybe.
But he kind of looks and he's like, "This is weird," and he
This
just
is
keeps
weird,
running.
like everything. Yeah. Well, it's okay. But she's pretty, so maybe just looking
He doesn't
at
even
her,
notice.
you know.
He's too scared. He's just like, "What is this? Another day in New York."
Yeah, another day in New York. Yeah,
Another day.
I would love to live in this kind of New York.
Okay, so that's what happens. And you can see a lot of people running and screaming, okay? And you see these cars that are crashing into the street, but you're still good so far. You're hidden behind that car. And yeah, and then suddenly you hear this like whoosh,
No, Spider-Man.
and there's just this
Oh.
red and blue blob that flies above. Hey guys,
With
can I help?
a phone in the end.
Yeah, he's like, MJ, I have to do this thing, but I'll be back soon.
Is that which one is it? Can I choose which Peter Parker is it?
Oh, that's a really good question. You know what? I'll allow it.
Okay.
That means it comes with
Tom
all
Holland.
the characters and all the villains of that.
Yeah. And also it could be not Peter Parker, but it could be Miles Morales.
Also true. Well, actually, in this case,
It's Peter Parker.
It's Peter Parker.
Yeah, but I prefer actually Peter Parker.
But I'll let you choose which one. That's
but
fair.
I think
I didn't decide.
like yeah, but I think like on the photo, even in the photo,
Mhm.
it seems pretty young.
Yeah.
So I think it's Tom Holland.
Yeah, we'll stick with Tom. But I would have accepted if you wanted to change it. I wasn't fixed for that.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to be really funny if when he lands, you're like, Tom. And he's like, who's Tom?
Who's Tom? Yeah.
So he's like, anyway, so he's swinging around.
You're the best, Peter Parker. What? You're amazing. What?
You can say all these things, by the way.
Yeah.
But
That could be so
before
funny.
this happens,
It could be so
he's
funny.
swinging. Okay, because it happens really fast, so you can't say anything yet. But he swings and he lands. Kind of trying to do a superhero pose, but he's a teenager, so it's a little clumsy.
Does he have like a phone pocket on the side? Is that a phone pocket?
That's a great question.
That's so crazy.
Russo brothers. Does
Yeah,
he
but
have a
I
pocket?
always ask myself where he can put his phone all the time. Like,
Yeah, that's a great question. Considering he has spider webs, I mean, for the sake of argument, he could like spider web it to his costume. Hard to say. In the comics, I know that what he usually does is when he gets dressed, which is very inconvenient, he puts his clothes in a backpack and then he spider webs it like under a bridge or something. And in the video games, they make fun of that because they're like, oh man, where did I put my backpack again?
and yeah, on a video game, you have to find all the backpack, and
backpacks.
he lost so many stuff like
Yeah.
everywhere in the city. So
Which you
funny.
would, right? If you're running away, like how would you know where you put it,
Yeah.
Spider tracers.
Especially me, like, and I'm so lost in a city, like no
Like New
sense.
York?
Everywhere.
pretty
like
big.
I have no sense of orientation, so I could lose my stuff so easily.
So yeah, so Pete's like, MJ, I'll talk to you later. I need to do a thing. And so he's swinging in. And by the way, at this point, I don't believe MJ knows. Does she know? I can't remember in this comic if she knows by now. I don't think she does.
MJ?
Yeah,
Um,
I don't think she does. I'll have to check, but I don't think she does.
Okay.
Anyway, regardless. So he swings in. He lands, next to Iron Man and Doctor Strange. And he's like, hey guys, how can I help? And so...
Kid,
Kids, right?
go back to your class. We don't need you.
Yeah,
Be safe.
exactly. That's
Be
pretty
safe.
much what they say.
Yeah. So, obviously.
And then Tony's yelling to his AI, and he's like, go to North and 43rd Street. There are civilians. I wrote that line.
Yeah.
And then the ship beams in. A big beam hits the floor, and these two big creatures appear. Do you remember these dudes?
Oh yeah, I remember this one. It's pretty mean and frightening.
Yeah,
Like because he can move stuff with his
that's
hands.
it. So it's
I
Ebony
remember
Maw,
him.
who's the really tall guy, and he's all gray.
Yeah, it's Voldemort. Iron Man
he's
called
very
him Voldemort.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Iron Man called him Voldemort, and I think he gave a hard time to Iron Man actually.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So he's the smarts, and then he's got the not so
Yeah.
smart but pretty strong Black Dwarf, and he's basically this, or Call Obsidian. I think he has both those names, and he's just really massive. He looks kind of like a mix between a crocodile and an orc or something. He's covered in armor, and he's got a big axe. Okay.
Is that also this duo? Could I say duo in English?
Sorry.
Could I say duo in English? Like both people?
Oh yeah,
you know,
like a duo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that also this duo who gave a hard time to Captain America when they tried to kidnap
Vision?
Vision? Yeah.
No. So
No,
that's
it's
the thing.
that. It's another one.
It's
yeah?
a different team.
Yeah, it's a different team. Okay.
And that's important.
Is that a girl in this team, right?
No.
Not
And
a
that's
girl?
important to mention because you're right. Because for those that watched our other episode, they'll know that Captain America and Invisible Woman are right about this time are fighting the two other people of the Black Order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you're encountered by these two, and the tall, creepy-looking Voldemort guy says, "Hear me and rejoice. You are about to die at the hands of the children of Thanos. Be thankful that your meaningless lives are now contributing to the balance of the universe."
So dramatic.
Yeah, and he says that.
Is a drama queen.
Yeah, an evil drama queen.
Yeah.
And and he starts basically using telekinesis and throwing Iron Man out of the way. And Doctor Strange does a little magical thing, tries to, get Iron Man to go through a portal and then kind of land in the same space. And yeah, what do you do?
I'm still behind the car, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to take action? Do you want to do nothing? That's up to you.
I think it's a good way to introduce myself to the heroes, so maybe I can make an action.
Good idea, sure.
maybe I will lose, but maybe they can save me. We don't know.
So how do you do it? What do you do?
So what the bad guys do?
Yeah, great. So the kind of... Actually, you know what? I'll put just so you visually can see what's going on.
Okay.
Because that usually helps.
This is the two bad guys. Okay. Oh, this is Doctor Strange, right? Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, so Spider-Man's still here. This guy used his powers to throw Iron Man back.
Okay.
He dodged, but he used a spell to kind of make him go through a portal and then kind of land here.
Okay.
Just so he wasn't too far away. He's keeping his distance because he's more magical than strength. He steps forward. Yeah, so how do you want to play it?
What if I'm just sneaking behind the guy? There's two guys?
Behind these guys?
Behind.
But you're over there.
Yeah, I know, but
And
I can
this
just
would be
yeah.
These would be like buildings, maybe?
Ah, okay.
So it's like a street. You could technically try to sneak that way, but they'd probably see
I've
you.
got an idea. Pretty silly, but pretty funny.
Yeah?
And just I can just throw a rock
Okay, yeah.
on his head.
Okay.
On the big one. Like, he doesn't expect that,
Yeah, sure.
And he was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
What's
fair.
happening? I think
Okay.
it would be funny.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what the game's all about. Okay, so you're gonna throw a rock at him.
Like, a big rock.
At the...
And like that, I can realize I have some strength.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do, I'm gonna have you roll a few rolls because that's the game. I'm gonna have you roll the Marvel dice, and we're gonna say if it's a chiffre impair, if it's an odd number, then it's a small rock.
Okay.
And if it's a pair, so if it's
A big rock.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a decent sized rock.
Okay.
And now, this is going to be really awkward, but in the game, what happens is when you engage in a fight, you have to roll for initiative. And that's to decide who goes first and who goes last. So you're going to roll all 3 dice. So I just rolled for Black Dwarf. I got 12, but it's a Marvel, so that means he gets a special round, but I'll explain what that is. What did you get?
Uh, 14. I've got a 6, 6, and 2, yeah.
Okay, not a Marvel 6. Okay. So you
No,
got
it's
14.
not. No,
Okay.
it's just a
Okay.
regular 6.
And I'll have you roll for the heroes. So if you want to roll for Iron Man, and I'll roll for some other characters. Ooh.
Bad.
Sorry, yeah, what did you roll?
I got 11.
11. Okay, and roll for Doctor Strange.
So I've got a Marvel one,
Whoa.
but I've got like 4 and 1. So 5 and Marvel 1.
So, and the Marvel dice counts as 6, so that's 11,
So that's...
but with Marvel. So that's good, because they're going to get... and then I'll just roll for Spider-Man. So we have 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, good. Okay, so that means...
So the bad guys won.
Oh, no. It just means who goes first.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the person who rolled the biggest number, actually, you all rolled pretty similar numbers.
Yeah.
We have 3 12s, so that's you, Spider-Man, and Black Dwarf rolled 12s.
Okay.
But because Black Dwarf got an M, got a Marvel, that means they get to have a special turn first.
Okay.
But Doctor Strange did too, but Black Dwarf got the number first.
Okay.
So basically what that means, I'm going to read it as, for the story, you threw a rock at Black Dwarf. So because you threw a rock,
I like this idea.
yeah, he's going to react
weaker.
first.
He's weaker, right?
No, he's just really angry.
Okay. That's fair.
Because, yeah, it hit him, and I mean, he's a very powerful guy, so it didn't do much, but it provoked his anger.
So stupid.
He's just really upset. He's like, what are you doing? And, yeah. But Doctor Strange also has a special turn.
Okay.
So this is what we're going to say to close the session. So, you threw a rock at Black Dwarf.
You really like this idea, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
great. And then Black Dwarf kind of turns around, and he's like,
What the fuck?
pretty much, you know? He's like, what's this little creature? And he kind of has a smirk on his mouth, like, you know, like a little corner smile. He's kind of like, And you see that he's just slowly walking towards you, and you can tell he's the kind of person that just likes to hurt people for no reason.
Okay.
But lucky for you, Strange also got a Marvel die, so he's going to try to intercept him. And so let's see.
Did he see me? Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he sees this girl in a pink and white costume who kind of looks like a ninja, maybe, hiding behind a car and throwing a rock. He has no idea who you are. But he's slightly concerned. So he does his spell to get the Black Dwarf to not attack you. And it, for a moment, from your perspective, all you see is this big, towering creature walk towards you. How are you feeling? You can't take action, though,
I can take action.
because it's happening right away. I just want to get a sense of how your character's feeling.
I think I just like, I don't know how to describe that, but we're filming, so I think I was like,
But yeah, like you're frozen in fear.
yeah, kind of, and try to step back, but can't.
Yeah, and he's stepping towards you, and it's, you know, it's that kind of thing, like in a nightmare, where it starts really slow, and it just goes boom, boom, and then he starts running towards you. And he has this big axe, and he's running towards you. But then from your perspective, all you see is this flash of light, and then he just poof, disappears out of nowhere.
That's great. I love it.
And then you see Doctor Strange, this dude with the goatee, looks at you, and he's like, "And who are you?" And that's how
Hi,
we're gonna.
I'm
end this-
Gwendolyn.
And you're like, "I'm Gwendolyn."
I'm
He's like,
Gwendolyn.
"Who?" And that's how we're gonna end the session.
So funny.
Yeah. So
That's
catch you in the next
crazy.
session. Bye.
Oh, c'est trop cool. I love it.
Hi there, viewers and listeners. Thanks for listening. On the behalf of myself and my crew, I'd really like to thank you for watching, and it's free. Go like and subscribe, you know the classics. And if you want to go the extra mile, you can actually go to our Patreon, which is patreon.com/earth513, and you can either subscribe for free. We'll put some little updates of things coming up, etc., communicate with you, etc. But if you're willing to pay a little, contribute a little extra, we'll be giving you a bit of extras. So we'll have some behind the scene content. We'll give you access to recordings before they come out, unedited. So with all my mistakes, you know, and we'll be adding also some interactive elements. I'm inspired by a bunch of awesome actual play YouTubers out there who do stuff like allow you to create NPCs, so either names or visual appearances, that kind of stuff. So we'll probably figure that in. We'll probably have some voting systems for decisions. Maybe you can throw a wrench into our players' game, you know, we'll figure it out together. But yeah, it all starts at Patreon. I believe we've set it up for a $5 one, you know, so super low cost. And eventually we'll have other tiers so you can contribute even more, so look into it. All right. Thanks again and have a nice one. Okay, and why did you steal this costume?
Because I wanted to.
That's a good thing to tell the police. Too late, that's what you said. So she's like, okay, will you come peacefully with us?
No.